In July, championship boxing comes back to New Orleans, and this guy is bringing it here. Regis Prograis, they call him Rougarou, New Orleans' own world boxing champion. First of all, bringing a fight to New Orleans. What does it mean to you to bring a fight home?
It's huge. It's like, it's huge, man. Like, everybody always asks me, you know, when you gonna fight here? When it's gonna happen? You gotta let me know when you gonna fight here. Like, tell your promoters and tell the TV they need to bring it here. And like, this is the time. Like, it's finally happening, you know. So like, everybody in the city need to come out, cause you know I'm gonna do my thing, and you know what I do is, you know, I'm gonna shine.
You are gonna shine, and we'll get to that in a minute, and we'll get to this fight in a minute too. I want to talk about how you got here, because you, like a lot of kids in New Orleans, are of the age where you were a Katrina kid.
Yep.
In your teenage years, in high school, forced to relocate to Houston. When you go to Houston, when did boxing become a big part of that picture, and how did that sort of grow once you got to Houston?
Well, really, I was boxing right before I got to Houston. Right before Hurricane Katrina hit, I was boxing. I was in the Ninth Ward on Flood Street, but then when I got to Houston, that's when I just picked it up. That's when I was around all these like great champions. I was in Houston at Savannah's Boxing Gym, and it was Raul Marquez, Juan Diaz, Rocky Juarez, Vanes Motorosian, Evander Holyfield, Irislan De Lara, Rigondeaux, all these dudes, and I'm training with them, you know. So it just, you know, that just does something. When you're a kid, that does something to your brain. Like, I can do this too. I'm a natural street fighter, you know. So in the amateurs, I was more raw. I was just, I'll take two to land one. But if I land that one, I'm gonna hurt you, you know. So, but I will take whatever it takes to get to him. But now I'm more polished. I have more defense. I can box. A lot of people don't see that yet, but I can box. I can, you know, be defensive. And my biggest, I feel like my biggest asset is, you know, my boxing IQ.
Boxing IQ, it's high, and it was very high in South Dakota, your last fight in March. And for people in New Orleans who haven't seen this, it is unbelievable. You're fighting Julius Ndongo, who is a former unified world champ. This guy is 100% legit. Yeah. And in the second round, if you had to describe what happened about 2 minutes into the second round, how would you describe it? Because it is one of the best left hands that I have seen in at least the last 30 years.
It was perfect. I was just, man, I don't know how he got up from that. I just don't. I still go back and watch that video, and I hit him so hard, and my body went, like, I hit him with everything I had transferred into these knuckles right here, and it was just so hard, and I don't know like how he got up from that. I just don't. I don't know how he got up from that punch. But it was super hard, and it was perfect. You
hear home run hitters talk about that second of impact when they know the ball's going 450. As you're driving through that punch, I hate to say it this way, it's the sweet science. How sweet does that feel? Because the physics, how he's leaning in, how your body was set, were literally perfect on that punch.
It was definitely a perfect punch. And it was, the thing, it was left hand versus left hand, so southpaw versus southpaw. So that angle was perfect too at the same time. So it was a perfect punch, man. I give him so much credit for getting up.
What happens after that? That is, look, boxing is a sport about promotion and about the wow effect. Guys who make money in this sport now are guys who can bring that wow effect. That was a wow punch. Like, I don't think we've seen another one like that this year. How much does that put you on the landscape? Obviously, you're already on the landscape, but you know what I mean. How much does that help you step up to the next level, the wow factor of that punch?
Yeah, it definitely brought my stock up all the way, you know, because, you know, the fight before that, I fought Joel Diaz, you know, and Joel Diaz was 23-0 with 19 knockouts, and at the time, I was 19-0, you know, so he had the same amount of knockouts that I had fights, and I knocked him out in the second round. You know, but Joel Diaz wasn't, you know, he was good. Of course, he was a good contender, but Julius Ndongo is a unified champion, you know, and I did the same. I did him worse than I did. I feel like I did him worse than I did Joel Diaz. And so now it's just like, this dude is really, he really legit, you know. So now people know, you know, like I said, with the Joel Diaz thing, they were saying, yeah, I think he's a threat. But now they know, like, now people, most of the boxing experts and the boxing writers, they're saying, like, I'm the best at my weight right now. And I don't even have one of the big belts yet. I have an interim title, but I don't have one of the big belts yet. So now, but people saying, like, the belts don't matter. You the best at 140. Yeah.
How much do you know about Juan Jose Velasco, your opponent, at this point? Not a great deal, right?
Nothing at all, really. I don't study my opponents anyway. You know, I don't worry about studying. I do what I do. I don't worry about what they got to do. You know, so but I don't know anything about him. You know, I know he's 20-0, 19 or 20-0. So he's undefeated. So for me, that's all I need to know. That he's an undefeated fighter.
I know you've talked about fighting in New Orleans before. To get that chance to do it at UNO, which is not far from where you grew up. How much are you looking forward to walking into that Lakefront Arena, your crowd, that night?
I can't wait, man. It's gonna be crazy. The walk-ins, the weigh-ins, it's gonna be, everything just gonna be lit. It's gonna be crazy. Everybody should be there. I can't wait. Like, I really can't wait for this.
Tickets on sale. You can get them through regisprograis.com. Go on there, buy tickets. It's in the UNO Lakefront Arena in July. It's right around the corner. The New Orleans' first World Championship fight was 101 years ago. A guy named Pete Herman became the first New Orleanian to win a World Championship, and now our current New Orleans World Champion, Regis Prograis, will be back fighting in New Orleans. Great stuff. We wish you luck.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on.
Thank you, Regis. We're back with more 4th Down on 4 in a minute.